NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From Spectrum Center in Uptown Charlotte, tonight, the Charlotte Hornets taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. The tip is won by the Sixers. Sixers finally break through. 52 wins last year. But, Jay, where do they factor in a top-heavy Atlantic division?
I still see this team finishing on the outside looking in. What I mean by outside is the 2 or 3 spot. I think this is Boston's division to lose, Boston's conference to lose. But still, the question marks with Toronto. Kawhi Leonard, does he really want to be there? Changing up their coach. What's going on with that franchise? And the question mark still is around Ben Simmons and his ability to shoot the ball down the stretch.
Walker. Joel Embiid. Huge block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Sixers have the basketball. To Simmons. Going to launch beyond the arc. Rebound pulled in by Charlotte. Nikola Batum. Good start. He's made his first shot.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
You know, I'm going to say something that people probably won't like, but guess what? I don't care. I'm already crowning Ben Simmons as a top 5 playmaker in the league. His first true season, he had 18 points, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds. He could finish around the rim and make everybody else around him look great. There's no doubt about it. He has all the ingredients to be the heir to the throne.
That's rebounded by the Hornets. Walker to Miles Bridges. Walker, deep left corner. Batum. Nobody even close to him. Nick Batum strikes with the basket.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Ben Simmons. 3 for 4. Good start.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Whoa! Get that out of here. Message sent, Jay. Miles Bridges. Walker. And the rebound taken in by Johnson. To Simmons. Doesn't happen. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Charlotte basketball to Miles Bridges. Walker lets it fly from long range. That no good. Off the mark. To Simmons. Oh, Ben Simmons. He's now 4 for 6.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Joel Embiid at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. Free throw good as he completes the 3-point play. The lead is up to 6. Hornets at the controls of this one. He was all over him. Missed the shot, no free throws.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Joel Embiid sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Kemba Walker. Has a chance. Not that time.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
To Fultz. From long range. Not going down here. Great dish to set it up. Oh, emphatic slam.
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the traffic.
Can't connect.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Screen coming to Walker. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. No good. Oh, looked like he may have gotten there. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
That ends the first quarter. It's the Sixers out in front. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Charlotte with the basketball. Parker. Here comes the screen. To Parker. Fires the three. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. To Fultz. Oh, nice find for the basket.
And see, this is simple. This is where the PG pulls the bigs over to the side and says, we can't allow that to happen. You need to be an enforcer down low.
Parker into the front court. Trailing by 10. Jumper's good.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognized how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
4-3. That's off the side of the rim, short. Joel Embiid pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To Fultz. Markelle Fultz. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
These breakdowns happen because a team lacks communication. You have to point towards your man, keep that butt towards the baseline, and make sure you communicate through every screen.
To Parker. Throws it down.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Beyond the arc for three. Like the confidence. Tough shot there from McConnell. Hornets have the basketball. Parker. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down. Sixers call for time as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Jay, it's a huge question in Philadelphia. What can Markelle Fultz be in his second NBA season?
He could be a former #1 pick in the NBA draft. He can still be a star. I don't think any of his shooting woes had to do with that shoulder injury last season. It was mental. It was the yips. He's been getting reps this entire summer with that form, with that rhythm. And if he keeps shooting the ball the way I've seen him shoot out in California, this kid could be a star next year.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Subbing in for the 76ers, number 25, Ben Simmons.
A lot of contact, no whistle. Batum to Parker. The screen sets him up for two.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes two of us.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Simmons misfires. It's no good. Batum to Parker. Defense making the ball carrier work. Short jumper stays out. To Simmons. Fultz. It takes a lot to keep this young man under wraps. Markelle Fultz still scores.
There it goes in. The fact of the matter is some players aren't taking that shot on a regular basis, but still have the confidence to make them when you need them to.
Just off the mark.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Joel Embiid, 3 for 3 in this first half.
Joel Embiid looking to take his game to a completely different level after working out with one of the best trainers in the league this offseason. An all-star for the first time last year, averaging 23 points. Safe to say, no longer trust the process. Joel Embiid is the process.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Simmons to Redick. Here's a chance from long range. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
For 3, Embiid with the board. Redick. Fires the 3. Tough shot. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
The eyes of the shooter say everything. His eyes pretty much said, "Are you sure you want to give me the ball here?"
Parker to Nick Batum. Off the assist.
This game is so mental. Trust me. Some nights you get poor effort defensively. You can't make any shots. Then you see the ball go in. Boom. Switch turned on.
To Redick. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Hornets right now in possession. Trying to cash in. Slams it home on the putback. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
The shot no good by Simmons. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
First half comes to an end, and the 76ers have to be feeling good.
76ers absolutely dominated the competition in the first half. And the offensive glass was their domain. They scored plenty of second-chance points, asserting themselves in the paint. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Hornets did a lot of things wrong in that opening half. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. These are the guys getting buckets for the Charlotte Hornets.
Game track. Blocks.
The Philadelphia 76ers came to play today, and the opposition knows it. All these blocks are more than just rejections. They're statements.
Player of the half.
Joel Embiid looked great in the first half. He was constantly fighting for position in the paint and owning the boards.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Charlotte basketball. Walker to Batum. Walker. That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
Every NBA player has a superpower. His, obviously, is that depth perception, because that trajectory leads the ball to the net every time.
Going to launch beyond the arc. He's got it for 3.
I love watching these coaches' moments. The coach was literally saying, no, 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 yes, yes, yes. That's how you make coaches look like masterminds.
To Nick Batum. Knocked loose. Sixers have it.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by J.J. Redick. Walker to Miles Bridges. Inside, he scores.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Fultz knocks down the 3.
Ugh, did you see the way the ball came off his hands? Not the best form in the world, but it is where it is. Count it. Maybe just don't count on it all the time.
And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Has a look. Give it to him. Kemba Walker not looking pretty. 3 for 10.
Ed, here's a next level comment for you. K-Walk is one of the rare guys in the league today that blurs the lines between the streets and the league.
Defenders could lose sleep with this guy. J.J. Redick, well defended, still knocks it down. Hornets at the controls of this one. Walker gets a look. Can't hit. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Everybody in the building, including myself, thought that pass was going somewhere else. Fool me once? Okay. But you're definitely not fooling me twice.
He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
And a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Miles Bridges lets it fly from long range. And Kemba Walker, muscle memory put to good use there.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
Simmons to Redick from long range. Offensive rebound. And scores at the rim. Jay, good luck recovering from that.
And if you're a Hornets fan, you're really excited about this selection by Mitch Kupchak, your general manager. Bridges, hailing from Flint, Michigan, really embodies what a Flintstone is. That toughness, that grit that every team needs, that glue that keeps everybody together.
Goes to the left side. Off the mark.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Oh, Ben Simmons. With that, he's 5 for 9.
This guy has posted 12 triple-doubles in his first full rookie year. That's his second most by any rookie in NBA history while leading his team to the Eastern Conference Finals. But how about this? When's the last time we said the most effective player maybe in the league has a glaring weakness? He was 0 of 11 from the three-point line for the entire year, did not make one three-point shot. And how about free throws? He shot 56% from the free throw line. You know who shot better? Dwight Howard and DeAndre Jordan. But with all that being said, this young man still finds himself in a position to be one of the most dominant players in NBA history.
Now a timeout coming here from the Hornets coach, as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Not that time. To Simmons. Missed that one. You want to see more, knowing the defender was still right there. To Kemba Walker. Has a chance. Doesn't get the bounce. Another shot won't go either. Fires the three. The board to Kaminsky. Walker into the front court. Trailing by 15. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first three quarters. But when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Charlotte with the basketball. Oh, whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 3. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
From the painted area, won't go down. It's good. Late heave to beat the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. And a great start for the 76ers. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Simmons. 4-3. Smothering D. Parker with it. Down a bundle. Beyond the arc for 3. Getting dirty. Loose ball on the deck. Here's a chance from long range. Knocks down the three-pointer.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Parker. It's Embiid with the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
To Parker. And stuffs it home.
And ball movement is one of those great things. One of the things you learn early in this game is that if everybody gets involved, then everyone has a chance to win.
Charlotte has the board. To Parker. Curling inside. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Trying to cash in. It's no good. Great defense.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Shot from the lane won't go.
You know, when you think about Miles Bridges, you never worry about his tenacity. You never worry about his drive or his work ethic to get better each and every day. The only question looming around Miles Bridges is that jump shot. He only shot 45% from the field at Michigan State.
Hornets have the basketball. Parker. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
Parker. Easy path to the rim.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Fultz with the basketball. The lead is 15. For three, and he buries it. Jay, the system produces once again.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Joel Embiid sends it away.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Knocked loose. Miles Bridges taken by the Sixers.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Has a look. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Has a chance. Won't go. He has to find better opportunities.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
Off off the assist.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Markelle Fultz to Redick. Fires the three. Second effort. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
First one, count it. Able to convert on both free throws. It's Ben Simmons controlling the offense. Probing the defense. Simmons to Redick. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Simmons buries it on the catch and shoot.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Walker. That's rebounded by Embiid.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, that's a scary thing to watch.
The Sixers are victorious as they win this one in blowout fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers were simply amazing in this contest. What really stood out for me is how many times they scored on second effort plays. It takes heart to keep up that kind of execution, and these guys were relentless. Check out the leading scores for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Charlotte Hornets are no longer suffering through what was a big-time blowout. And it's games like this where veteran players can be so important. They've been through these types of blowouts, and they know what it takes to keep a locker room united. The Hornets got their point scoring from these guys on screen.
Game track. Second chance points. Player of the game.
Easy choice for player of the game. No one else made as big of an impact in this matchup.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here are the upcoming games for the Charlotte Hornets. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.